I think most people like to receive mail as long as it's not a bill or a summons. But in particular, living abroad, it's nice to get mail. And receiving something upon which you have worked in some way, it's nice to receive that in the mail especially too. Well, you can understand how I feel right now because this is both. This is mail. This is something I've looked forward to seeing. This interrupted a pretty bleak week, and it's something on which I have worked. As you've already seen, this is Leagues of Cthulhu in its hardcover presentation as the result of last year's Kickstarter. This is a part of the Leagues of Gothic Horror line, which is supported by Leagues of Adventure by Triple Ace Games for the Ubiquity role-playing system. And this cover is just the beginning. Leagues of Cthulhu is the mythos as created by Lovecraft and reinterpreted after deep investigation by Wiggy, Paul Wade Williams, the creative director for Triple Ace Games. This is back to basics mythos, placed in the Victorian age, an age of mystery, of doubt, of confusion, of darkness, of exploration, and mixed in with the possibilities in a role-playing game for creation, invention, and reinterpretation. This is madness made plain and bare before you. This is tools, this is hints, this is seeds to plant, this is things to find, things to regret finding. This is places to go, this is people to meet, this is horrors beyond imagining. In a fantastic digest-sized package, about the size of a normal comic book, 96 pages in length, full gloss pages, full color, hardcover. With this in hand, Game Masters can help their players explore a different kind of horror than that presented in Leagues of Gothic Horror, and can capitalize in different ways on the mysterious hints and ideas planted in the Guide to London, in the Guides to Mordavia, in the Guides to the Ministry of Unusual Affairs. So many different threads hidden throughout the game lines are now clawing at the barriers of perception for you to notice them, and then in turn cast them in front of the players so that their sanity might be shredded, or at least that of their characters. The book is divided into 6 sections. In the introduction, Wiggy explains exactly how he approached the mythos. In Chapter 1, how to do your characters is handled. Now, you'll need Leagues of Adventure and possibly Leagues of Gothic Horror for this, depending on how you build your character and what you would like them to be able to do. In Chapter 2, more magic and manuscripts are presented. Magic and the way that manuscripts or tomes and grimoires are encoded in Leagues of Cthulhu is different than they were in Leagues of Gothic Horror, but there is some overlap, and this chapter provides instruction on where and how that can happen. In Chapter 3, Where Darkness Dwells, some of the greatest ideas about mythos locations that I have ever read just come one after the other. It's worth the price of admission right there. Chapter 4 brings us gods, monsters, and cultists. This is definitely a GM's Eyes Only section. And Chapter 5, Handling the Mythos, likewise targeted right at the Game Master, and provides some very strong advice for how to handle the mythos in Ubiquity and in this time period. It's great stuff. So that wraps up this initial journey into the realm of Cthulhu for Ubiquity through Triple Ace Games. There is more on the horizon, and I'm very much looking forward to being able to share that with the rest of you. But for right now, with backer fulfillment complete, Leagues of Cthulhu can be headed your way.